Hi, you guys. I made it. Sorry about that. Okay. Let me adjust this. Let me adjust that a little bit better. Okay. Pam, the reason, can you guys hear me? Somebody tell me if we're good. You can hear me, you can see me, we're all good. Okay. Let me adjust this. Let me adjust that a little bit better. Okay. The reason slow mode chat is on, Pam, is I have it set. I dropped it down to 3 seconds because y'all told me 5 seconds was too long. The reason that is sometimes channels will get attacked by trolls who know how some kind of keyboard control where they have a message and they could just hit a button and it'll go boom, 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 and like it just take up the chat. So a 3 second slowdown gives a little bit of time for a moderator to catch it and get rid of the troll. So that's what that's about. So all right, we will go. I don't see that I have any moderators. Lenny, I'm going to make you a moderator. Hang on, you guys. I don't have any other moderators right now, so let me do that real quick. There. Lenny and Sammy. There you go. Okay. So we've got some moderators now. Okay. So, but if 3 seconds is still too much, because I don't have, like when you don't have a lot of people in the chat, then 3 seconds might be a little bit too long. But when you have a lot of people in the chat, you usually won't even notice 3 seconds. All right. So I made it. And as promised, here's the little jewelry haul. That stuff that I've been adding since the last little jewelry show and tell from about 3 or 4 months ago. It's not a whole lot, but it's some cute stuff in here. And someone said something about, where's that at? Let me find it. Let's see. Somebody said, okay. Hi. Are you going to do a live sale like Danny? I haven't ever done a live sale, but I'm open to it. I am. Maybe if I can find someone to help me, maybe my husband or my daughter, if I can find someone to help me, or if you guys don't mind if it goes just real slow, because I've never done one like that before. And I see my other friends doing them. And after when it gets bigger, it gets a little overwhelming and people, let me think about it, but I would do it. And, the jewelry would be probably a good thing for me to do. I've got this little pile. I've got a pretty big pile over there. So I'm open to it. It's real easy, you guys. It's just that if you see a troll, there'll be some little dots on the right-hand side that you can either give them another chance and just time them out for a little bit if you're not quite sure. Or if they're bad, you can just remove them and they won't be able to chat in this session anymore. Okay. All right. So I got a table set up here. Let me raise this up. Let me move these two. So you got the banners. Hang on. Let me move that banner. And let me go remove my banner real quick too. There we go. That's better, right? Okay. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Okay. New to the channel. Hello from West Virginia. Just saw my first Thrifty Rich video yesterday, and I'm happy to catch a live. Oh, thank you. I hope you subscribe. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you. I'm not real big on jewelry. I watch a lot of my jewelry friends like Thelma Thrift, Barbara, the Picky Chick, and who else? Tanya, my girl Tanya, Thrifty Treasures. So, I've just now kind of started wearing more jewelry. I usually just wear like my little earrings and anklets are my thing, my wedding ring, but I've been getting into it more. So, I don't know. So I don't, I'm still learning about kind of what to buy and how to price it and everything. So it's just kind of been piling up. It's been 2 years now, and this is the recent from the last few months. But I'll try a jewelry sale. You guys want a jewelry sale or just I don't know. You guys tell me, jewelry sale or knickknacks? I think I'd like to start with jewelry because I don't know. And I'm hoping that you all help me with some of this now. Oh, and Margaret. Thank you, Sammy. I'm sorry. I've known Margaret for years too. Texas Gal Treasures. Oh, yes, definitely. I've been on her channel. I've known Margaret for some time. Okay, let me adjust this camera, you guys. I don't know if that's right. Okay. And speaking of, I want all of you resellers to see this. This is one of those hospital tables that I found at the thrift store. Oh my gosh, this is the best purchase ever. Look, I've got a velvet thing on it right now for jewelry, but it just goes up and down. It is so great. I love this, and it rolls around. It's not real big. You know what a hospital table is. Okay, Lenny Pie, or Lynn, I'm sorry, Lenny Pie. Lynn says, jewelry is going to be a focus when I start selling soon. Okay, then you're one of my girls to help me out. All right, so I think this is good, and I'll bring things up. I've got magnets, a magnifying glass, a ruler. I'm doing all the things I see Thelma Thrift and the other girls do. I got all that set out. Oh, I forgot to get my ring sizer, but I don't think I have any rings. Okay. Woohoo. I should have untangled stuff though, right? This here, now I do have a couple pieces that aren't going to be for sale, but I still want to show you guys because they're cool. I'm going to save them for last, but I'm going to show you because they're super cool. So this is the receipt. Oh, just some, this is me too. The last pair of peace sign earrings I bought is because Laura from Fat Bird Finds wanted some peace earrings. And so I bought her some and sent them to her. And I thought, you know what? I want some too. Why don't I have some? I'm a 70s teenager, 70s and 80s. Why don't I have some? So they're just a little cheap. I think 99 cents. Okay. So let's just put those aside. Now, okay. So this is really nice. Now, I don't know if it's worth a lot of money, but if someone really likes it, then to them it is. So I paid $3 for this drapey bead. The little seed beads. It's just really pretty. Nice and drapey. And I think that would look good, maybe even like, I know neckmas is a thing, and this, you can't really do too much more with this, right? But you could put a brooch on it every once in a while, because I love brooches. That is one thing always, ever since I was a teenager, brooches. You know, I used to think it was ironic. They weren't really in style, and it was something older women, you know, now I'm that age, right? That you typically think of, you know, wearing brooches, but brooches are awesome. And I don't know, they're awesome. And I'm loving the recycled life girls right now because Selena's on a mission to bring back brooches, as she says. And I'm like, yes, I've always been a brooch lover. My personal collection is mostly brooches and anklets. But anyways, you could put a brooch in the middle of this and that would be cool. And you could probably, you know, add one more if you wanted to do the neckmas. There is, where's my readers? I don't wear glasses. I've had LASIK, but now that I'm older, I'm out of arm. And so I have, you know, grocery store readers. So let me see. Yes, this one does have, let's see. Oh, this is a Chico's. Oh, not bad. That's why it's so nice. You know, for costume jewelry, Chico's and J. Crew, Banana Republic. So that's pretty with that drape. It's not quite, it's a little tangled, but you guys get the drift. So this was something that I will, you know, put up for sale. Let it stop moving. It's two or three shades of blue, and then that is silver, not gold. Okay, so I know some people are particular about silver or, you know, gold. Let's see. I stopped wearing earrings because of face mask. Yeah, I just keep in my little silver hoops. Just too much going on right now. And that's even though I am embracing jewelry now and I have some lovely necklaces and stuff, I just haven't really started wearing them out because it's just a lot. First of all, I'm not going hardly anywhere but the thrift store and the grocery store. And it's just a lot going on. So anyways, so if there's anything you guys do want, even though I'm not, oh, and Lucky Brand, yes, Lynn. So even though, I'm not really doing a sale, you guys know that when there's something you want, you have plenty of time. It takes me time to list things, and I'm not even focusing on jewelry. I'm just stashing it all away from when I get my head wrapped around it. You can always, DM me on Instagram or IM me on Facebook. If you don't do either one of those, you can, we'll figure out an email. I prefer the DMs and the IMs. It's just a lot quicker. I check it more quickly on my phone, and it just seems like easier to transfer photos too. I can just, take them with my phone, and right there they are. I can send you better pictures or even little videos. So there's one item. What's next? Oh, this was kind of cool. Oh, you guys don't want to see everything I bought for myself, do you? I don't know. I want to stack this bracelet, this little funky bracelet with some Southwest silver. That's all. Okay. I don't know whose it is. It's not silver. Let's get to some of the better stuff that you guys will care about. Oh, I need help with this. I just knew this was awesome, so I bought it. I'm just like, that has got to be vintage. If not, that's a good, it's a good vintage copy look. I got this at Sisters Grove. It's they raise money for the nun monastery here locally. So I paid $10 and $8. Yes, from them. Okay, let me show it to you. I'm checking for marks before I show it to you. If this isn't vintage, it's a good vintage look. Here's the bracelet first. Let that focus. Look at that. Kind of a clamper and an extra chain. And it's kind of like a gunmetal gray, silver. I'm going to show you the matching brooch. So it's just costume jewelry, but I remember having a piece of vintage Ed Lee, Ed, and then Lee, Lee, from New York, and he only did things for a certain time period. It was, I think, 40s and 50s, and I sold that set for $350. That's been some years ago, and so that's what made me think, okay, this kind of stuff is awesome. So does anybody recognize this? Unfortunately, there's no names, and hang on, we'll talk about it some more. I paid $8 for this one. Let me show people the back, because jewelry people might be like, I know that style. Let it focus. Jewelry takes a while. So bear with me while I get a good focal point so you can see some details. There we go. Sorry, no names. Pearls, and the stones are a light blue. Oh gosh, isn't that fabulous? What do you guys think? That's really something, isn't it? So $18 for the set. Not on sale or anything, but this has got to be worth more than $18. It's fabulous. So that will be going up for sale whenever I do that. If anybody recognizes that, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll take a day, and sort through my jewelry and start doing some reverse image searching and, figure things out. What else is in here? I think these were half price. They're not silver. Oh, they could be. Actually, these could be set in silver. But I like the nice abalone in there. So I paid $2.50. It's hard to focus, to get small stuff to focus. You guys bear with me on this. Well, you know what abalone looks like. That's a cute shape though, isn't it? That's a pretty cute shape. It's about 2 inches. There's no markings, but it could possibly be set in silver because the magnet says that's a possibility. So these might have been, handmade. I mean, most jewelry is, right? So those are cute. Yes, it's worth more than $18. Thank you. Okay, now this one too, the reason I bought this, well, I bought it from the same place. It's just a little tiny charity thrift shop up the street next to the Safeway, if you're local. not three sisters, sisters. And again, they raise money. Their charity cause is the nun monastery that's local. But these attracted me because I'm pretty sure these are antique beads, and I can't remember the name now, but I bet one of you guys do. It has like Moriage on it, but I think these are like Italian or something. Let that focus because I need some help with this. I can't remember. These are not your typical beads. There we go. We got it. See how those are special beads? Can you guys see that? They're like glass and they have applied stuff on them. So I'm pretty sure. And matching earrings. That clasp, that barrel clasp looks a little vintagey. It's gold. The barrel's kind of brass tone turned. Ooh, I'm just not good at showing this small stuff. I need some tips from the jewelry girls. How do you do this? I want to show this again because somebody is going to remind me what that's called. I learned it from George, actually, the Antique Nomad. Okay, it's not doing. Italian wedding beads. That kind of sounds familiar. But they are glass and they have all kinds of designs on them. Metallic gold applique. I want to show. Let me see if this black neck thing will do it. Bear with me. Let's try to get this. How do they do it? Okay. I'm going to get some tips on how to show jewelry up close better, you guys. Sorry. Maybe I need a different camera. But I thought that was a good decision for $12. They just said hand painted, but the paint is not your typical paint. It's like more glass or something or enamel on these beads. So I'm pretty sure I did well to pick these up. When I get around to it, I'll take good close-up pictures that you know better than what you guys can see. And again, this just reminded me, this piece here, what did I pay for that? $5.99, but there's no marking that I could find. But there's detail. Even on the clasp, they put rhinestones. Let's put this on here. Sorry, you guys, this is not my groove, so this is sloppier than most. Sorry. Okay, let's let this focus. It's on there crooked, but I don't want to let go of it. Let it focus. Oh, gosh, this is a nightmare, isn't it? Sorry. I don't know how they do that. Thelma Thrift is so good at it. How does she do that? Let me try my hand. I'm pretty sure this is very vintage. It's somewhat heavy, great quality settings. Let's try it like this. There, that's better. There we go. Guys, see that? You see the sparkly of the, CZs? That looks like what? 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, doesn't it? Wait a minute. Somebody's helping me. Okay, with their hand. Yeah, see, that does better. Venetian lampwork wedding cake beads. See, that sounds really familiar from what George was showing us once. So that's why I picked them up. I said, I think I know what those are. And those are worth more than $12, especially when it's a matching set, right? So let me show you guys the back of this too, just to see some of the quality. Yeah, see, that's a more quality setting, isn't it? Yeah. That's pretty, isn't it? This is not an import from China. Not with those settings. And then this will probably, yeah, you can see even the clasp, they added some rhinestones. Okay, Keeping House. So $5.99 for that. Nothing is missing because the setting is quite lovely. It's set as if it was like our wedding rings, not those cheap prongs. I mean, it's set with sturdy. Let's see how close I can come in. Let's just give this a try. Hang on. There we go. It's set with really thicker prongs, you guys. So I think I did well with that for $6. Okay, that was that bundle. And I thought, well, let me buy some costume, other costume jewelry too that's not just vintage, but that I think is cool. I've had some luck with like Marc Jacob bracelets, Banana Republic, J. Crew, Chico's. Someone helped me out the other day with a Lucky brand that I had. So, that stuff sells too. I just want the choker. So this is a nice pendant. It's just costume jewelry, but it'll probably go into a craft jar or something. I'm sorry. This is what I like. I just wanted the choker to put some real pendants, some real sterling silver and turquoise pendants that I have for myself, that I bought for myself. I guess I should show you guys those too. They're already in my jewelry box. But this one I thought I would sell. That's pretty with that piece of wrapped glass that someone made. It's not really dichroic glass, I don't think technically, because it's just fused with some foil inside. It looks like they fused two pieces of glass together and they put some foil inside. But, they did a good job. So how much was that? $2.99. I'm like, there's got to be other people in the world that like this choker style. I'm trying to get that to, well, you guys get the drift on that. So I'm like, somebody else has got to be. Tory Burch. I don't know if I've ever had any Tory Burch jewelry. Now, I've sold her clothing and her shoes. Yes. Wait a minute. Keep missing you at Williston. Oh, hi, Becky. I'm still there. Yeah. Still there. Waiting for a booth. I even bought shelf units, even though they don't have one ready for me. Okay, so there was not a whole lot in here. You guys saw me get this. This was $4 at a table at Willowstone. Again, no markings that I can find. No, darn it. But this is beautiful. A mesh necklace. Wait till you see the green. Okay, cover my face too. You guys remember this one? I'm going to get it. Hang on. I'm going to get it. There we go. Isn't that nice? What do you guys think about the date on that? 60s maybe? And then a mesh gold chain. Looks like a double row. Or folded because they're not separated. No name. It has one of those, I don't know what this kind of clasp is. It has the ones that you pinch and then that little, another thing slides into it. So I need to learn the names. I only know the names of a few, clasp situations, the barrel and stuff like that. Let me get this out there. It has that kind that slips inside the bigger one. But let me show this again. We did get a good close-up on it a second ago. Well, I don't want to, it's brutal trying to watch somebody focus. So I'm going to keep going. It's hard with brooches to know what's vintage these days because it just is. And so this one doesn't have a name. It's on gunmetal gray, but it was a couple dollars and I just thought it took a chance on it. We're going to get this. There we go. Just taking a chance on it. It's kind of cool. Vintagey vibe, right? Even if it's not, but I feel like it is. There. I feel like it kind of is. I'll show you the back. Because it doesn't look like one of those cheaper imports that you pick up at Walmart at Christmas time for like, under $10. Okay, sorry. This is hard to do, the close-up jewelry. Did I show? I think I might have showed this a couple months ago. $4.99. Okay, the young girls really are into this right now. So this is new, a little chainmail piece. No markings. It does have a dangle, but there's nothing on that dangle. So, costume jewelry, but this is a pretty popular thing with a lot of the young girls, right? So, yes, because what I'm thinking is I don't put jewelry in there right now, but I'm keeping an eye out for like a smaller case, like a smaller acrylic case or something that does lock, that I can put in my showcase or, eventually into a booth that, to try my hand maybe at some jewelry and some more higher end items or some smaller higher end items to give that a try as well. So right now I'm just kind of looking at the thrift stores and whatnot, but when I get serious about it, when the time comes, if I haven't found one on the cheap, I'll just go to a local store display fixture. There's a couple of them up in Denver around the merchandise mart, where I'm sure I could pick up a used one for, it's not going to be like finding it at the thrift store, but it'll be somewhat reasonable. Sometimes that's just what it is when you're trying to have a store. So anyways, I think this will see this is costume jewelry. See, the magnets are sticking. So something like this I'd probably put on Poshmark. Yeah, it's not going to sell for a whole lot, but it's pretty cool, and it's not tarnished or anything. This is from the 90s. I found this in a box. The last box I finally unpacked from Dallas, which has been like 15 some years ago. We sold a bunch of these things. Some of you might remember when this was all the rage in the 90s. These hologram jewelry pieces. Oh my gosh, I sold so many of these. I guess I might have kept, this might have been Hannah's little kitty cat. So I don't know if costume jewelry people are still making this hologram stuff. Maybe China people still are. But if not, then I've got this is a true vintage. This is from the 90s. So this is from, the flea market days. Did you guys get a good look at that? Oh, let me see. Did you get a good look at the hologram? See, it's like, okay, it's not lenticular like where it does two different things, but it has a depth to it. Like when you look at it certain ways, there's a depth to the cat where you can see more of its body. So I thought, well, let me pull that out and see what's going on with sales of that kind of thing. Okay, a couple of things. At Willowstone, there's a lady that puts, some of you might have seen me stop. There's a lady back at, when you first go back into the citywide garage sale part where things are a little cheaper and people have tables and whatnot. And she always has bags of craft jewelry, broken pieces, beads for incredible prices if you're a jewelry maker. And then she has next to it is a little basket full of pendants. And I've bought quite a few pendants from her. But I picked out two a couple weeks ago, and this one's marked, and I'm almost sure this is silver. So let me show you this one. I'm almost positive. I just think that's kind of cool. You could make a necklace out of it. Let me show you the markings on the back, and someone may recognize it already and save me time. Wait a minute. I had it there for a minute. Darn it. We had it. Okay, it says L. Oh, I had it upside down. Okay. It says 088 and then 00XVL. So I've got a lot to learn about jewelry. Let me see if there we go. Got a lot to learn about jewelry, but there's a marking, and I'm pretty sure that's silver. I'm going to pause here for people that know jewelry that might be able to help me with that. So $2.49. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that's silver. It looks like silver. I haven't tested it with my testing kit, but it doesn't want to stick, and it looks like it looks like silver. So $2.49. Excuse me. Okay, I'm doing something tacky. Hang on. My bra popped up. Okay, whatever. And here's another one that was $2.49. So let me get that open. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hi, everybody. Hi. V attachment straight bar. Yeah, I need to learn all that. And this one looks like silver too, and some kind of agate or something. And you guys, this is a pendant. I'm pretty sure this is silver too. It doesn't want to stick. It's not marked. Looks like silver. Made it past the first level magnet test, anyways, which is not always accurate. It definitely looks like a handcrafted piece for sure. I hope. There we go. Now those stones are actually purple. At least when I'm looking at the computer, they look kind of. There we go. Anybody recognize those stones? Oh, we had it. I had it. So good for you guys to tell me, what is that stone? Okay, let me try again because we had it. Oh, it's cool though, right? Doesn't that look pretty vintage? Let me try this again. There we go. See those stones? I'm holding steady. My hands are shaking, but I'm holding steady because I want you guys, you jewelry people, to look at that and be like, what do you think? It's a stone. It's not plastic. And anyways, there's the back. It definitely looks like silver. Smells like it too. I mean, these aren't guaranteed, right? But for $2.49, I'm pretty sure that's something. Barb, I'm so glad you're here, Barb. I don't know what is going on. Sorry. Oh, whatever. This is not my main groove, you guys. I'm trying my best. Barbara, tell me how to focus on jewelry. Maybe I need a special camera. So I think those pieces are going to be something. This was $2.50. And again, I bought this because, I don't know, this kind of stuff just seems to be trending. So I'm like, even if it's just, let me get it undone. I'm like, even if it's just newer jewelry, dang, I wish people would mark their stuff. There's a dangle, but there's nothing on it. It's just a ball dangle. Hang on. There's Barbara I was talking about earlier, Picky Check, one of my go-to jewelry girls that I watch. Oh, and yesterday, I forgot one more. Angie, Treasured Vintage. I've known her for a long time too. She's been around for a long time. Excuse me. I watched her just the other day. No markings, darn it. But it's pretty good quality. Very adjustable with this extender thing. Forgive me if I'm not saying the right terms. I haven't learned all that yet. Let me come in close on this because I just think this is cool. I don't know. It made me think of like Donna Summer and disco days, but yet also kind of looking a little more expensive and kind of, I don't know, very trendy right now. That just looks really nice. I like the design on that, right? And it's a pretty long length even by itself, but then this is, you could almost wear this for a belt if you were little. Because look how long the extender thing is, right? So $2.50. It feels good. It's cold. It feels good. I doubt if that's silver. I mean, that would be a lot. That would be, well, this stuff. But then the chains don't want to stick. I'm out of my wheelhouse, you guys. Okay. So y'all leave in comments, okay? I did buy a tester kit, but we're not going to whip that out. Okay, what else? Oh, I have no clue what this is, but it reminded me of Laura Birch or something. Someone put it on a safety pin, but it can be a necklace pendant. Maybe it's a part of a dog collar. I don't know, but look, I just thought, well, that's cute. Kind of mosaic looking, but it's not. It's just painted. But It's like 99 cents. That's adorable, right? I know some of this isn't going to bring, much money. Some of the stuff I'm just having fun with, just like I do with my other merchandise. Some things I just can't resist, even though I know I'm not going to make a lot of money. Hang on. Liquid silver look. Yes. Liquid silver. Okay, yeah. Oh, so, yeah. So maybe they saved money. Where's my magnet go? Maybe they saved money on the pieces in between, but this part is silver. It sure feels good. None of it's kinked up either. And it's kind of soldered on there. Oops. Get that magnet. Can you guys see the soldering? Yeah. I just thought, I'm just approaching it like I do other things that I don't know about. I'm like, what looks cool? What looks unique? What looks like quality? What looks vintage or antique, right? Okay. Oh, you guys, you know what this is? Ooh, I shouldn't even talk about it. I'm not gonna say a word about it. I'm gonna show you. Because when George was here, it was one of the things that I showed him out of the back of my trunk that, after I warmed him up with some free gifts. Because I had a feeling about these, and we did not put that on film. And I'm not going to talk about it now, but I'm going to show you because some of you are going to be like, oh. These are not bone. Let me just say that, okay? These are not bone. Okay, enough of that. Okay, and another set that I thought, okay, here we go. This has got to be vintagey, borderline antique. Amazing glass beads, heavy glass beads, and some more of those glass beads with, now this one isn't painted like what you guys are saying is probably Italian wedding beads, but it's like inside the glass. And look at those. Doesn't that look vintage or antique? Jewelry people, am I doing okay with my purchases so far? What do you think? Let's try. There we go. See that? Guys, hear it? Yeah. So Carla, no, it's not bone, Kay. Mary. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Vinny. I said that right. Oh, hi, Mike. So, okay, Mary, you think I'm doing okay with my choices? I do too, even though I'm so out of my wheelhouse, but I think I'm making some good decisions and finding some good bargains. So I'm going to keep on watching my girls. Barbara, she's still here. Angie, Thrifted Treasures. Thrifty Treasures, Tanya, Thelma Thrift, Margaret, Texas Cow. There might be some people that I don't, those are just people that I talk to also, and I have good rapport with, and I like their beautiful faces. So, yeah, I think I might have something here. So, $5.99. All right. So I think I'm doing well so far. Please forgive me for the amateur presentation. This is just not my, So a couple people just popped in that I want to show this to again and get their opinion. No markings. I paid $8 and $10. I'm holding steady so you have time to get a good look. Bluish tinted stones, pearly koshabons, gunmetalish gray, clamper, but yet with this, and then the matching brooch. Because Barbara, are you still here? I don't think you were here when I showed this. So even if this is just a remake of something vintagey looking, it's so thick and heavy, almost like brutalist jewelry, but like fancy brutalist jewelry, if there is such a thing. Yeah, wow. Okay. So that was it, you guys. I think I've got some silver. I think I've got some antique, vintage at least. Got some abalone. Were you here when I showed this, Barbara? There you go. That's cool too on gold mesh. Yeah, that's why I would say even with the magnet test, that's just cabochon. Thank you, cabochon. That's, just a preliminary basic first level testing. Like, what is looking at it, smell it a little bit. None of this is foolproof. Check it with the magnet, but, and then the next step would be I would test it with those drops, and then past that, I'm going to Google reverse image search, talk to some of my jewelry girlfriends. And then the next step would be take it, to a jeweler, which I could get a few free appraisals based on if I went to the jeweler that like my husband uses, because he and his boss have dropped a lot of coin at that place. And it's a family owned, a German family that's been in business for years in this town. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a chain where they just hire people. So perhaps they might, be nice because, we're customers. My husband is, and his boss, lots of money. So they might, to ensure future business, right? Okay, so now you guys, this is the fun part. This is some stuff for me. This is the fun part. Two more things I want to show you, but I think you'll get a giggle out of it, okay? But these are for me. So I'm on the hunt for a squash blossom necklace, right? You have to have one of those, right, if you're going to be a jewelry person. So I'm on the hunt for one, and it's mostly Laura's fault, Laura and Selena at Recycled Life, that I have to have a squash blossom necklace, but I want it to be kind of unique, and that's going to cost a little bit of coin, right? So I keep hoping to find one, on the cheap somewhere, at a thrift store, even if it's in their showcase and they mark it up a little, But in the meantime, I found a couple of things that I thought, oh, this is fun. This is like a lateral move toward, to the away from the squash blossom necklace, kind of like I did at Christmas. I'm like, oh, I see your ceramic lit Christmas tree, and I'm going to raise you. Hang on. Let me get it. And I want to raise you a safety pin, a lighted safety pin tree. This is what I went for, to have something, a little different. And then also, you guys don't know this, but this has kicked off a safety pin craze for me. And I've got a box full now. I'm going to wait till it gets a little more full and we'll have fun looking at it. I don't even know how much stuff, like this is about $30 or so, 30 or 40, depending on condition and where you sell it at. But I've been picking up all the safety pin art. I just haven't told you guys about it yet, but this is what started it. This lights up. It's just fabulous. I got that when I went to check out Sweet Williams, which is another little antique mall in town. It's a smaller one, so I forget to mention it sometimes. It was the old school type with the creaky floors, in an old building. Okay, so here we go. For $4.99, when I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's going to be my pseudo squash blossom necklace. $4.99 at the thrift store, you guys. Oh my gosh, let me show you. I never laughed so hard, and I can't wait to wear it. I think this is going to look great under like a white dress shirt. It has opaque and blue boreal, two tones of blue, opaque stones, and then the ones in the middle are like borealis. Let me get this on you guys, because I think some of you are going to get a chuckle out of this too. There's one stone missing. There you go. Oh, I didn't really focus. There's one stone missing. I'm just going to take one from the top and put it in that, because the one in the top is not going to show. $5 worth of fun, right? This is just, sorry, everything's backwards on YouTube. Can you just see with like a crisp white shirt, and some cool jeans, some kind of Southwest outfit? I got one more too that I'm having fun with. You guys know I can be a brat sometimes. Like something that's popular, I'm like, I want to do that too, but I'm going to do it slightly different. Let me see if I can get this to focus better. Cover up my face there. There we go. Isn't that fun? $5. So sorry. I'm going to keep that one at least for a while. And then the other one, since I'm doing the safety pin, I found this one on eBay. It was real cheap. And I was like, and it has matching earrings. I was like, oh my gosh, there's my other squash blossom necklace until I can afford, $300-$500. And that would be on the cheap. You guys, isn't that fun? It's made out of safety pins. I love creative people. That's just too crazy. So there's some more on eBay too. If you guys think this is fun, I do. I really do. They use good safety pins too. They didn't use cheap stuff. None of these are tarnished. They're the thicker ones. And then they use the seed beading. Isn't that fun? So until I find a good squash blossom necklace, silver and turquoise, one that I can afford, because I don't know, I don't like to drop a whole lot of money. This is what I'll be rocking until then. All right, you guys. Well, if there's anything, that you kind of wanted, DM me, IM me, we'll talk about it. If there's anything you can help me out with, leave it in the comments. That would be so great. I appreciate it. Especially on the items I think are more expensive. I would tip you out if you helped me on something and it sold for a good price. I will tip you out. That's a known fact. You can check with Jen, Thrift to Travel. She gave a tip, something I just happened to have. I went and got it. I listed it. It sold overnight for $120. It was just some oil. It was insane. I tipped her out. Like, I'm very fair and I give credit where credit is due. Oh, you guys might want to see this, right? It's a piece of glass. Yeah, there we go. I don't think this is Murano because of the bottom. Something may even have been missing or they glued it to something. I don't know. I haven't worked with it because I just kind of like it. I've been throwing the jewelry in there. I got it at the thrift store. So, all right, you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you had a little bit of fun. So, I would love if some of you would join me on safety pin art and jewelry. Let's bring that back. Okay, I would love that. If you get something and you're on Instagram or Facebook, hashtag it, okay? So Thrifty Rich Club safety pin art so that I can see it. Anyways, I'm really tickled about those two pieces. All right, you guys, I'm going to get dinner and then in half an hour, most of you know where I will be because you will be there too. It is Monday, time for George, the Antique Nomad, at 6 o'clock my time, which is Mountain, so 7 Central. All right? So thank you guys so much. And I will see you over at George's in about half an hour probably, right? All right, you guys, I'm going to end this stream. Thanks for bearing with me on this stuff. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye. End broadcast.